Okay, so here is what has just been released. We've got a lecture, Monocot plant parts. You will open this up, click on this, and watch the lecture. You can follow along with this slide deck, which is the slide deck that I go through in the lecture. Taking a little while to load, yes. Okay, so this is the slide deck I go through in the lecture, so you can follow along with that. And then you have a quiz. Okay, this quiz is due on June 20th, end of day. So that is what, Tuesday? Yep, Tuesday, June 20th, end of day, it's due. It's a little bit larger, I think, than the other quizzes. There is no time limit. You're allowed up to 3 attempts. And I would strongly encourage that you have the slide decks open so that you can reference them. Okay, for these quizzes, this is really just making sure that you understand what was said, and if you need to utilize the slide decks in order to do these identifying pieces, then I strongly encourage it. Okay, so we're talking open note here. I don't think there's anything tricky about the quiz. Obviously, it's identifying some plant parts that we went through in the plant part lecture and slide deck, identifying leaf parts of dicots, same thing, leaf parts of dicots, some questions about monocots and dicots, identifying parts of dicots, and then, I'm sorry, of monocots, and then looking at some specific leaves and whether, in this case, it's pinnately compound, palmately compound, or a simple leaf. So leaf type, you're going to select which one it is. Leaf arrangements, observe it, select which one it is. Leaf margin, observe it, select which one it is. Leaf type, observe it, select which one it is. With pinnately compound leaves, remember there's a couple different types, even or odd. Observe it, select which one it is. Looking at a leaf margin, identifying that. This one's a little bit different. And then here, we've got those monocot parts so that we went through in this lecture. Okay, so simple, but just driving home what we talked about, making sure that you understood it. Okay, so that is it for our basic above ground visible plant parts. After this, we will be diving into flowers and flower parts. And then from there, we're going to go into roots and the inner plant itself, which is pretty interesting.